Alright, so the lens I was using for my videos on my camera is broken. That's why I haven't been doing videos the same way over the last couple of days. And yeah, I have another one, but it's for photos, so it's kind of too much zoomed in. So since lenses for cameras are expensive as hell, I decided to try a new style of video. Can you guys please give me feedback on it? I mean, I'm trying something new. Do you guys like it? Should I buy a new lens or should I keep on the windows? Let me know in the comments below, man. That would help me a lot. By the way, if you're not subscribed and you want more videos like this, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be posting daily NHL and Habs videos on the channel. The objective is to get the 5K subscribers before the summer, so if you could help me out with that, that would be kind of amazing. As well as the like button. Let's try to get 100 likes if you guys love the new types and new format of videos. So yeah, let's get right into the video today. Today we're gonna be talking about the Montreal Canadiens and their draft. I mean, the draft is coming in a couple of weeks. We're headed to the Stanley Cup final right now. We are already in the conference final, so it's gonna come fast, and the draft is really exciting this year, so we're gonna talk about it more and more. So yeah, I wanted to talk about the Habs draft. I've been looking at every possible scenarios, every possible players that the Montreal Canadiens could draft. And the more and more I look at this, I always come up with one scenario. I mean, like I said multiple times, there are a couple of players in this year's draft that are like above everyone else. There's kind of a big five in this year's draft. You guys all know it. Connor Bedard is on top of that big five. But right behind him, there's Adam Fantilli, Leo Carlsson, Will Smith, and Matvei Michkov. Those are the most likely guys that are going to be drafted in the top 5. Problem is that the Montreal Canadiens are gonna end up selecting the guy that the other teams didn't select. And since one of them has been really controversial because of his situation in geopolitics and all of that, yes, I'm talking about Matvei Michkov. You guys all guessed it. I mean, there's been a ton of drama going around about Michkov. I mean, his dad even got killed, so it's really not funny. And because of that, there's been some talk that Matvei Michkov might slide down in the rankings for the draft. And since the Montreal Canadiens have the 5th overall pick, the only player of the big 5 that might still be available when they're going to be drafting might be Matvei Michkov for those reasons. Because logically, when you take a look at this, 1st overall is going to be Connor Bedard going to the Chicago Blackhawks. 2nd overall is going to be either Adam Fantilli or Leo Carlsson, depending on how the Anaheim Ducks will be feeling. 3rd overall is going to be the guy between Adam Fantilli and Leo Carlsson that the Ducks didn't pick up. And at 4th overall, it will all be in the San Jose Sharks' hand. Will they take a guess and take a chance on Matvei Michkov, or will they take the safer option and go for a guy like Will Smith, for example? Personally, I don't see the San Jose Sharks taking Matvei Michkov. I know a lot of people said that they might take a chance on him, but I don't think they will, honestly. Will Smith has a ton of talent, and he would be a safer option for them. So yeah, after all that, the only remaining player that is going to be available out of the big 5 is going to be Matvei Michkov. And with all the things we've heard coming from specialists and all of that over the last couple of weeks, I strongly doubt that the Montreal Canadiens will take on Matvei Michkov. Should they do it? Well, personally, I think they should. Like, Matvei Michkov is going to be an elite franchise player, and when he's going to come in a couple of years, he's going to fit right in when you're going to be in a window to win a Stanley Cup. So yes, I think that logically they should take him, but I don't think they will. Montreal is one of the toughest market to be in. Can you imagine Matvei Michkov being selected by the Canadiens? How many questions they would be getting asked after each game about the kid? Can you imagine the drama every training camp when the media will see he's not coming? It's just not a good idea and not a right fit for Montreal to take a guy that controversial, and I think that's one of the reasons why Can't use it. The Montreal Canadiens will not take Michkov. So what do you do after that? Do you just take another guy, or do you trade your pick to go down in the rankings? Because the Montreal Canadiens have been interested in two particular players. Both Dalibor Dvorsky and David Reinbacher has been linked a lot to the Montreal Canadiens. But it would be kind of stupid to draft them with the 5th overall. I mean, just like the Montreal Canadiens did in 2018 with Jesperi Kotkaniemi, would be a stupid thing to redo. I mean, Kotkaniemi was in most mock drafts placed around the 13th to 15th overall spot. And the Montreal Canadiens back then decided to pick him up at the 3rd overall spot. They would have managed the value of the pick a lot more if they just decided to trade down to a lower rank and get some value out of it. And I think that this year, this might be an option for the Montreal Canadiens. Because drafting either Dvorsky or Reinbacher with the 5th overall pick would be kind of crazy. In a draft this good, you can't go wrong and you need to pick up the best player available at your selection. If they don't take Michkov, best player available is probably going to be either Ryan Leonard or Zachary Benson. Even though I made a video talking about Ryan Leonard and how the Canadiens might take him up, I don't think that they will, honestly. And as for Zach Benson, I haven't heard his name linked to the Montreal Canadiens a lot, so unfortunately, I don't think that they're going to pick him up either. So yeah, at this point, better option is to trade down to the 8th, the 9th overall spot. And I have a pretty good suggestion for that. Who is drafting at the 8th overall spot? The Washington Capitals. And who's the captain of the Washington Capitals? Alexander Ovechkin. So the Washington Capitals might be interested into selecting a guy like Matvei Michkov. I mean, Alex Ovechkin still has a good relationship with people in Russia, so he could help the Capitals bring Matvei Michkov earlier into the NHL. So imagining a trade between the Canadiens and the Capitals is not too crazy, I think. The Montreal Canadiens trading the 5th overall pick to the Washington Capitals for the 8th overall pick and something else would be kind of a good trade in my opinion. Both teams are winners. The Montreal Canadiens go down. They can take either Reinbacher or Dvorsky, depending if Dvorsky's still there or not. And the Washington Capitals get another Ovechkin and Matvei Michkov. And I think that the Capitals are the only team in the NHL that could make it work easier with Matvei Michkov because of Ovechkin and his relationship with hockey teams in Russia and all of that. And there's a guy in Washington that apparently asks for a trade, and his name is Yevgeny Kuznetsov. So if the Habs are able to make a trade 5th overall to Washington to 8th overall and Yevgeny Kuznetsov, it would probably be one of the best trades Kent Hughes could do. So yeah, this was just an idea just like that. Let me know what you guys all think about this in the comments below. Let me know what you guys thought about this new video format as well. It's been your boy Tropical NHL. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, do anything as you want, and I'll see y'all later for another video. Have a nice rest of your day, and bye-bye.